In a podcast land where thoughts collide, Ryan and Craig will be your guide. No topic too small, no tale too tall. Tune in, laugh out, you'll have a ball. From mysteries deep to light-hearted jokes in a poker rhythm where laughter invokes. Untitled is their name, the fun untamed. Each episode a ride, this shows their claim. Untitled, Ryan and Craig, get ready for a twist and a leg shake. In a quirky world where anything goes, join the ride as the madness flows.
And we're off. Podcast time, people.
The goose warning today
Goose.
is a baby puke green.
Gross.
Yeah.
Okay.
I saw one goose yesterday. A single goose.
A single goose, so it's not super dangerous.
No,
Okay, that's good.
not yet.
I saw lots of geese until yesterday when it started snowing all day. Which I know that's
Wow.
just a Thursday in Buffalo, but
Yeah, it was raining all day and all of our snow is like dirty and gross. And
Ew.
if there is snow and there's no more snow. But it's kind of nice because the roads are clear. So there's that.
okay, that's good. So everything
Yes.
is a white winter wonderland, and our new couches are getting delivered today. So,
Oh, you're getting new couches, huh?
oh man, I've spent money on furniture this week. Let me tell you. Well, our sofas that we've had are from 2001.
Oh.
It was time.
Yeah,
It
25
was
years
time.
I think is you've
good
gotten
run.
your use out of them.
They had a
Yeah.
good run. Yeah, they've reached the stage in their evolution where they need to be inside of a fraternity and
Yes.
slowly decomposing. That's
Have important butts sat in them?
important butts. I mean, no. I mean, unless my butt is important or my wife's butt is important. I think they are, but I think in the grand scheme of things, probably not.
No, so not that important. Okay.
Yeah.
No heads of state, elected officials, Bo Nix, Peyton
No,
Manning.
none of
You
those people.
know one of them?
None of those
Oh.
people. Although, congrats to Bo Nix. He had his little baby girl this week.
Oh, he had the Nixling.
He did have the Nixling, so there's another Nix among us. That's
Yes.
nice. Congratulations, Bo. And his wife, who did most of the work, I'm assuming.
Yes.
And that's usually how that works.
Yes, that is exactly how that works.
Congratulations, Bo. You stood there while your wife did something hard.
Yes. Good job. You were a cheerleader.
I've done that twice. It is exhausting as the father, but I'm guessing it's worse as the mother, just based off my personal experience.
You know, I think you're probably right.
Yes.
But as for this week,
Yes. Really? That much, huh?
yeah, I didn't really do much.
Okay.
Well, at work we launched our new show format, and that was pretty much it.
So that probably took up a bit amount of your time.
And that's kind of literally everything. I'm really not liking the fact that in Pokemon Go it's all Kanto Pokemon, so I don't really like that.
Not ideal. Yeah.
Yeah, but other than that, I mean, just kind of hanging out. I bought some new. Do you want to know how boring my week was?
Here comes an exciting anecdote.
I went to Aldi, which they don't have in Colorado.
They have them in Kansas. I used to go there when I was in college. I know what an Aldi
Well,
is.
anyways, they have Aldi, and a coworker of mine told me how good their protein bars were. So I went and I bought some. They're
Mhm.
like $3 for 4, so it's like really,
High
you
investment.
can throw. Yeah, you can throw a little. It's not expensive to try, so I tried them, and my Catholic brother, it was amazing. Like I have eaten like thousands of protein bars, and I think this was right up there.
Okay.
And the fact that it's like it's not even $1 a bar. It's amazing. It's probably like the best.
We've discovered a life-altering hack
Yes.
for the Aldi and buy protein bars. See, I have a countercultural theory. I think
Okay.
Americans are getting too much protein, and we need to cut back.
So in my lifestyle, I, am building muscle and losing weight. So I need more than the average human because I train 6 times a week, right? And that's like boxing, rowing, weightlifting, that sort of thing.
Well, protein is generally a good thing. So mostly I'm just being dumb by saying that there's too much protein.
Well, here's the thing though. I think it's becoming a branding thing, and everyone is like,
Mhm.
"Oh, it's high protein," and it's like 10 grams. I'm like, okay, if it's not over 15, it's not high protein. Number one, and number two, you don't need protein in everything, man. Like, you don't need
Protein
it
in
in your
yeah.
coffee. You don't
Yep.
need it in your. I mean, okay, I eat a bowl of protein cereal. I like that. It's basically Special K, but with 20 grams of protein. And I'm set for like hours, right? So, but like you have these people who are like eating, it's just weird. It's like, oh, it's got protein. Do you remember like in the early 2000s when it was a good source of calcium? And it was like, I don't know, fucking eggs or something?
This is the new Atkins diet from like 12
Yeah,
years ago or whatever. Like everything is all protein. Like you could probably get your necessary amount of protein eating only butter, not like real normal butter, but because they're infusing everything. Like you could probably get like butter, coffee creamer, yogurt usually
protein
has.
butter. I'm
Dude,
sorry,
they
protein
probably
butter.
have protein butter. I am not going to be surprised if I were to walk into a grocery store and like look at the butter aisle and find a few protein infused butters because everything they're infusing everything with protein these
Yeah.
days.
Oh, speaking of going to the grocery aisle, I remember, do you remember when going gluten free was like the big thing?
Yes. Well, I mean, I have a celiac son, so gluten free
Well,
is still a
you know,
major part of my life.
but like
But,
people who were
but
like,
yes, who
I'm
were
going
just
gluten free
they were
because it's
cosplaying.
trendy.
Yeah, they were cosplaying
Yes,
as celiacs. Yes.
yes. So I remember that, and it was in it was in what was it, Safeway. I walked in Safeway, and they had the gluten free aisle, and I'm like,
Mhm.
all right, let's see what's in this gluten free aisle. And I shit you not, it was like fucking spam and like just stuff like that. And I'm like, God, I hope spam doesn't have gluten.
Well, you would be shocked, honestly, at what they put gluten into, though. Like, because we have to like read up on all the, like when we're buying anything new for my son to be able to eat something.
Yeah,
Sometimes you're like, why did they even put that? Why would you do that? Like strawberries,
yeah,
why did you infuse them with gluten? There was no reason for that. This seems
yeah,
unnecessary. So you do have to be careful. So it does actually Rice Krispies. Why would you put gluten in Rice Krispies? There's no
yeah, because it's
need,
rice.
but they have it. It's obnoxious. So yeah.
Hmm.
So anyway, yeah.
Okay.
Well, protein.
Well,
There you go.
yeah,
Protein infused gummy worms. Once I see that, I'm
they
leaving
already have
America.
those actually. They
There
no,
you
I'm
go.
I'm not kidding. They do, but they're
Come on.
like,
All right, I'm leaving America.
well, I mean,
That's
if
it.
you if
We're
that's your
done.
if
We're
that's your
done.
line, wow, okay.
I know, right? I can handle fascism. I can I can handle police
But gummy
brutality.
worms with
But
protein,
gummy worms with
right
protein
out.
in it, that's the line that I cannot take.
Actually, there is you can find this on Amazon. They have no sugar, protein packed Swedish fish. I haven't tried
Mm.
them, but it's
No,
2 stars on Amazon, so that makes me think people are shitting milkshakes, and I don't want to be a part of that.
no sugar, protein added, Swedish fish.
Yeah,
No, thank you, sir. I am out on that. That does not sound good. So,
yeah.
all right. So you
Anyways,
that was your thing is you bought protein bars. That's your highlight of the week. I love it.
and this morning I did make curry, so I'm being
Morning
a wild
curry.
man.
Is that for
Yeah.
tonight, or do you just like to eat curry at odd times?
Well, I keep odd hours, so for me it was
That,
just lunch.
that's true. I forget about that. That's a good point.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
Most people are not creating curry in the morning unless it's for later on. But that's okay. That
Yeah,
makes
and most
sense.
people aren't, spending 45 minutes preparing an actual meal like that. So,
Oh, I don't know. I think a lot of people spend that much time cooking. It's either that or else you get me to come to your door and bring you food. One or the other.
well, all
So.
right. But anyway, said you bought furniture.
Oh, I've been buying furniture at an unsustainable pace. I need to slow down. I bought on Wednesday we went out to Furniture Row. No commercials, but we went there and got a sofa and a love seat, which I'm very excited about. They're being delivered today, so I have to be at my house from noon. Actually, the text that said when it was coming, it's like, your window for it being delivered is noon to 30. It was just like the semicolon and then 30. So I don't know what that means. I'm assuming it means from noon to 3 o'clock, but it could also mean from 12 to 12:30 or well, I don't know.
Yeah.
There's a very big. I'm guessing it's noon to 3, but I will be at my house at noon waiting for sofas to be delivered. Now I have to try to find a way to get rid of my sofas because this company does not pick up old sofas and
Ooh.
take them away. I would gladly have paid more money for that to have happened, but they don't do it. So
Just,
now I have
you
to.
know, give it to a frat house or something.
That's honestly right now that is one of our major plans. One of my friends has a son who's in college. Hey, his fraternity might want that. Like they can have it. I will gladly give it to them. They just have to come pick
Yeah.
it up. So, also we are replacing our recliner with a new fancy chair that we spent way too much on. But like I sat in it and I'm like, oh, this is the chair that I will die in probably. This is amazing.
Does it vibrate? Does it have
No,
like the little
no,
lumbar
no.
massaging?
It has none of those things because I don't want to. That was like an immediate turnoff for me. Like I don't want a chair that has a little curly cord coming out the side of it with a control panel. Like, I just want a chair that you sit in. I don't want a smart chair. I want the dumbest chair possible. But it's leather. That was where the expense came in. But it's like perfect. It's so comfortable, Brian.
All right.
I mean, I may never once it gets delivered, I may never do anything again but sit in a chair. That's how good it is. It's a very good chair. Because once you sit in it, you're like, I don't want to do anything else. I don't have to do anything while I'm sitting in the chair.
You're just gonna sit in this chair and literally rot.
Potentially rot, but I'll have some protein, so I'll probably last slightly longer.
Yes,
That's how protein works. It's magic. So yes, so buying furniture at an unsustainable pace. I went to a different bar. My brother was in town. He's still in town actually, but my buddy and I went to go see him. He was staying downtown. He didn't have a car, so we had to go to him.
Yeah.
And the company that does the trivia that we usually do on Wednesday nights here in the suburbs was doing one at the Tivoli downtown. So I was like, oh, we should go do that. So we went. Much different vibes, but we still got first place. It was me, my brother, his girlfriend, and my buddy, and the four of us dominated. So now I've won 6 straight times.
What was your team name?
We didn't do the Pokemon thing because not everybody's a Pokemon person there. So
lame.
I know. So my buddy and I both, I got him started doing DoorDash stuff, and now he's like addicted to it. So like half of our conversations are about odd experiences we have while dashing, and then my brother and his girlfriend are not. So we were just half dashed. That's what we called ourselves. Yeah. So
that's funny.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty good. So we had to come up with something quickly. So that's what I came up with. So
no, that makes sense.
And then the only other thing is yesterday we had a team event over Microsoft Teams, where my company paid me to hang out on Teams with my team as if they are my friends. They're not bad people. They're just not my friends. They're just coworkers. But anyway, we did like a virtual hang. And my boss's idea was that because we have a new supervisor who's coming in, so they wanted to have like a meet and greet and a casual time for us to all talk together or whatever. So my boss's plan was to have us all do paint by number things. And so she bought everybody a paint by number. If you know anything about me, I don't want to paint inside of lines that someone else created. That is not going to work. So I just took all of the paints. I started doing my own thing. With the Swedish Chef so recently in my mind as a result of last week's cover art, I decided I was just going to paint the Swedish Chef. So I did that, and then I painted all of the background with the remaining paint, just making weird patterns and stuff. And it came out, I was very, very happy with it. So, I mean, I'm not saying it deserves to hang in the Louvre, but I'm also not saying that it doesn't deserve to hang in the Louvre. So it's pretty good. You're making a face. I don't like your face.
You know,
you don't think it belongs in the Louvre?
You have made some amazing doodles, and I think some of them deserve to be in the Louvre.
That's probably true. I'll have my own wing someday.
Yes.
I probably won't. I love my painting.
Or maybe just a college campus, just in a library.
Dream big.
Yeah. Dream big, man. Dream big.
Digital art. Although this isn't digital. This was with a real paintbrush and real paints. It's very exciting. So I now have a picture, a little square painting of the Swedish Chef. So it's pretty exciting. So yeah, so that was my week. I didn't have a whole lot happening, but the things that did happen were fun. I had a good week, I guess.
Yeah.
So yeah, there we are. So at this point, I start making noises with my mouth.
Yes.
Okay, the news.
Oh, that was very subdued news.
The
Yeah, there we go.
news. All right, there's some interesting news stories this week, Brian.
Okay.
Did you hear? First of all, are you familiar with the Ace Ventura series? You're younger than me, but I'm assuming you've seen.
I have seen them both
Yes.
in theaters.
Okay, very good. I assume so. So, are you aware of the second movie? Well, if you had to say, there's one scene in particular from the second movie that is heads and tails above any other thing in the second movie. How well do you remember Ace Ventura 2 When Nature Calls?
He pissed off a tribe,
True.
and then he was birthed by a rhino.
There we go.
And that's
There we
pretty
go.
much all I remember.
Birth by the Rhino is the only thing I remember. I do remember that he pissed off a tribe as well now that you mention it. I also remember him throwing a Monopoly guy over his shoulder.
Yes.
Like a coat. I remember that from
Mr.
that movie as
Monopoly,
well.
that was pretty funny.
You must be the Monopoly guy. So anyway, the butt birth rhino from Ace Ventura 2 is up for auction this week, Brian.
Like
Actually,
the celluloid, like
the actual movie prop.
the rhino.
The rhino itself is available for purchase.
Okay.
And people are expecting it to go for upwards of $8,000. It seems low.
That's about how much I would pay for that anyways.
I would definitely not pay that much, but it seems like somebody would pay more for it. But can you imagine if you purchase said rhino, what do you do with it? It's very strange.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's like buying. That's like, yeah. That's just a movie prop for if you have the money for a movie prop room.
Yes, that's about the only thing you could really do. But it's fairly large. It's close to rhino size.
Yeah.
It has a hole in the side of it. It's very, very weird. But yeah, you can go Google Ace Ventura Rhino auction. I'm sure you can probably find it somewhere. And it will be up for auction until March 25th.
So soon.
Soon. Yeah, actually, by the time this posts, it'll probably have already sold. So our listeners have missed out. But Brian, you still have a chance. You can still get in there, buddy. I've been spending money on furniture, so I'm out. But you can go and spend $8,000 on a rhino.
Yes.
Guessing you don't.
I will go do that.
Okay, but it is available, and if you'd like, it could be yours. And our second story, Brian, there is a new world record, and I figured it was worth mentioning.
Oh my God, is it what's his nuts from Iowa?
It's not David Rush, although he did set a record this week that I saw. He set a record for I think it was catching a tennis ball behind his back thrown from the furthest away in history or something. It was like 199 feet, and he caught it behind his back, and that was the record.
Okay. All right.
I'm
just waiting for him to break the world record for shoving the greatest amount of glow sticks up his ass or something.
Don't give him ideas. Don't threaten him with a good time. Because he will totally do that. I don't want to be
How many times can I get shocked through my testicles from a car battery and live? David Rush. Jesus.
David Rush. No, our hero David Rush has not
just make some shit up and he probably did it. I don't know. How many Cheez-Its has one man eaten in an entire sitting? David Rush ate 6 million.
He ate 6,482,712.
Exactly.
No, this is an actual record that wasn't something you could just set because you had your mind set to it and you had a lot of pluck and verve.
Or time.
Or time, yes. Or just a obsessive ability to find new dumb things to do more than anyone else has ever done in the history of time. So no.
How many golf balls can I put in my mouth? Fucking weirdo.
No,
I'm not shading him. I'm just saying
he's probably a fine gentleman. He's got a problem.
He's probably not I don't know. I don't think he kicks puppies or anything, but he's definitely weird.
I think he may have some kind of disorder which requires him to
if he doesn't have autism, I would be shocked.
It does seem like a touch of the tism going on right there. There's no question. So that's fine. All right. No, the record was Brian, how many teeth do you have? You know?
36.
I think the average human has 32.
Okay. Well,
that's the normal amount. So I mean, 32. I don't know.
Okay. I have the normal amount.
Yeah, you have the normal amount. There is a man in Malaysia who has been recognized this week by the Guinness Book of World Records because he has 42 teeth, Brian. Which is more than the usual human by 10, which is a lot.
Yeah.
And
how does that look?
Mostly normal until he goes like this, where he goes, ah, and you can look into his mouth. And then he looks like one of the babies from Shark Side of the Moon. There's some things going on, Brian. It's very odd.
I would have liked it if you said Fizzgig from Labyrinth, but that's just me.
Fizzgig is from the Dark Crystal, sir.
God damn it.
Yes. You've got the wrong 80s Muppety thing going on there.
It's Jim Henson still, both times.
It is.
So,
yes, both times correct. But
I had a 50-50 shot.
And you got the wrong one, so that's all right. I know that intimately. Yes. Good. I had a dog whose name was Fizzgig. It was a little Yorkie. And she lived up to she had the attitude just like it. She was very sweet. And I miss her because she's gone. Yeah, she's a good dog. No, but this Malaysian man has 42 teeth. And he didn't he's 33 years old, and not until 2021 did he realize that he had more teeth than the average person. It never really came up, and he didn't notice until he was hanging out with family, and somehow they were at a tea time gathering, and he mentioned to his family that he seemed to have extra teeth growing. And they looked at his mouth, and they're like, dude, because he looks like he has mostly normal teeth. So like when you look at him, you wouldn't go, oh, what a freak, he looks bizarre.
Yeah.
But when you look into his mouth, he has the normal row of teeth, and then like behind those teeth is another row of teeth, and then behind those teeth is another row of teeth. So it's almost like they're waiting to fill in, and like if he loses a tooth, it could just move up to be in the next row.
Put me in, coach.
Exactly. He's got backup teeth.
Okay.
Yeah. So it looks when you see a photo that like of a view, like the dentist eye view, it's quite bizarre. But thankfully, he doesn't have any complications from it, and his life is going just fine. And he just set a world record. They did a dental x-ray. They realized that there are still 2 more teeth that haven't grown in yet. So he may just be growing teeth for the rest of his life. Who's to say?
Do you remember the episode where we did the fucked up little man?
Yes, I do.
He is a tooth enthusiast.
He is a tooth enthusiast. He's got an enthusiasm and a joy and a passion for growing teeth in his head.
Yes.
So yeah, that's good. Good for him. So anyway, yeah. So the new record officially is 42 teeth. Which is a lot of teeth for a human being, Brian. Very, very strange. So
a lot.
It is. So, okay, now we're getting into the really good stories. Washington State. For the past 6 months, if you called the Washington State Department of Licensing, they allowed AI to take over a lot of the servicing. So like you would be talking to an AI bot rather than to a human being, Brian. If you press, when you call and like, thank you for calling the Washington Department of Licensing, that's one of the very first things that you'll hear.
Oh, and then you hear that unsettling, hi, how can I help you?
No, well, that is true. But no, let's say, for instance, you spoke a different language, Brian. What are you going to be listening for? Specifically in America, most people, the second most common language.
It's Spanish, right?
Correct. Yeah. So they had an option that said, if you like to, if you like to hear this in Spanish, but they said it in Spanish, of course. Press 2. Right. Prima el dos.
Yeah.
Okay. The AI bot was in charge. That's important to remember.
Okay.
You could select 2, and when you did so, the AI bot would start talking to you in English with a heavy Spanish accent.
Okay. That's hilarious. That's that's like shitting your pants and then changing your shirt.
That's exactly right.
It's like, what?
Para español, el prima el dos. I'm not going to do a Spanish. I'm not going to do a heavy Spanish accent, but you get the idea.
I can. Hey man, what's going on? Hey man, what do you want?
This happened for months before anyone fixed it, Brian.
Just some asshole on the other line.
Because AI will fix all of our problems.
Trying out racist voices.
I want to do a riff on it so bad, but I also don't want to be recording myself talking with a Spanish accent, which is very fake. So yeah, they just threw the fuego on, Brian.
Just put on Fuego and
They put on some Fuego. So
that's
it's still in
funny.
English, still 100% in English. So if you
Yeah.
really needed to get, if you spoke Spanish and really needed to get a license, hopefully that helped you.
Good luck.
I'm guessing it didn't.
Yeah, I probably didn't know.
So absurd. But they have finally
Yeah,
fixed it.
that sounds like some shit they do in like Texas or somewhere.
Washington State, so kind of a progressive state.
Right. That's kind of
Yeah,
surprising.
I know. Well, it's AI. It's nobody chose to do that. The AI just did AI things, and as a result, we had the phone number where you could press 2 and then just hear a Spanish accent in English. Makes me so happy. It's so dumb.
So dumb. Like,
It's
how do you?
I don't
Okay.
know.
Anyway.
I don't know. So our final story comes to us from Las Vegas. And people, no matter what they used to tell us, when things happen in Vegas, it can escape and you can get found out and caught. It doesn't stay in Vegas. Yeah.
Do you know about venereal diseases? Those are real.
Those don't stay in Vegas, unfortunately.
Those don't stay in Vegas.
Yes. A Canadian tourist from Ontario is facing charges this week, Brian.
Okay.
And sometimes you've just had too much to drink and you need to recognize it. This guy didn't recognize it and bad things happened as a result. So
This is true. You should know your limits.
you should know your limits. This man, identified as Mitchell Grant Fairbarn, was arrested March
Mitchell
3rd.
Grant Fairbarn.
He was arrested March 3rd at about 6 a.m. after a long night of drinking, Brian.
How many beers did he have?
I don't know that there was a tally given. I don't know what his blood alcohol content was, but his behavior that I'm about to
His
describe.
blood alcohol content is 1, not like 0.1.
Not like 0.1.
1.
1. He's 1% alcohol now.
He is 1% alcohol.
That's not
like
good.
That's like my friend. She actually was 99 pounds, and I, being me, I was like, "You should eat this whole pound of nacho, so you could say you're 1 pound of nacho." And she was indeed 1 pound of nacho.
1% of nacho.
Yes, 1%.
1% of nacho. Yes.
Yeah, she
Ate a whole pound of nachos
a whole pound of nachos
at 99 pounds.
Yep.
That's a lot of nachos for someone that small. Good for her.
Yeah.
Good for her. Anyway,
Yeah, she's
Mitchell.
She's like 4'11". She's very small. Anyways, sorry.
Mitchell was at this is important, the Flamingo Casino.
Okay. Flamingo Casino.
Yes.
Okay.
At the Flamingo Hotel and Casino, they have a wildlife area, Brian.
Okay.
That has flamingos in it because it's the MGM
I would
has
sure
lions.
fucking hope so.
Right? It's uncertain if Mitchell was upset at flamingos.
Oh no.
Or loves flamingos.
No.
He entered the Flamingo wildlife area with signs specifically saying, "Please do not enter the Flamingo wildlife area." He did not read
Crime
those
number
signs.
1.
He acknowledged that he saw them. He just had enough where he decided these do not apply to me. And he started chasing around flamingos, Brian.
Okay, that's kind of funny.
Oh, it gets worse. It's not really funny because this is mean to flamingos. He's trying to grab flamingos, Brian. So he's chasing them, trying to get flamingos. He gets a hold of one who pecks at him and he hurt its wing. But then the flamingo escaped. But then he managed, this is at 5 a.m, mind you. I know, in Vegas. Because he'd been drinking all night. So this is the apex. This is the apex of his drunken stupor.
Yeah.
He manages to grab a flamingo and he picks it up, takes it under his arm, and takes it up to his hotel room, Brian.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay.
Unsure what he's trying to do with the flamingo in his hotel room. I don't want to know.
No, I'm waiting for the strat to plan out. I'm waiting for a strategy to come to fruition.
He hurt the poor flamingo's wing, and then he tried to fix it. So he started yanking on it and stuff, not making it better.
No.
Not making it better, hurting the flamingo. Yeah, so this is animal cruelty under drunken stupor, which is bad. We do not do this at home, kids. But there's photos of him all through the hotel, walking with the flamingo, carrying the flamingo everywhere, walking into his room with the flamingo, in the elevator with the flamingo under his arm. He now has a flamingo that is his, and he told his buddy, "I'm gonna take this home." Although he's from Ontario, so he probably doesn't talk like that, but that's how you should talk if you're taking a flamingo home with you. Police did come to his door It said, "Sir, you cannot take this flamingo home." They removed the
Yeah.
flamingo from Mitchell, did arrest him for animal cruelty, and
Mhm.
thankfully, the flamingo, whose name is Peachy, is recovering and
Okay.
should make a full recovery and should be okay. So that's good. But the lesson is,
Great.
kids, don't drink so much that you think that stealing a flamingo from the Hotel, just because they have too many of them and you think you need one of them, don't do that. That is bad.
Yes.
Yes, the flamingos belong in the wildlife area. Flamingos are friends, not pets. And we can look
Yes.
at them from a distance, but we can't take them to our hotel rooms. So anyway, I'm Craig, and that is the news. And if you'd like to hear the news in Spanish, please press 2, and I will do a terrible accent. I will not do that for you. I will
let's
not do that for you. I'm not going to do that.
Have you heard about the Kentucky meat shower?
No. The Kentucky meat shower.
Yes.
I don't have even a vague concept of what that could be, but I am intrigued.
So this happened between 11 a.m. and noon on March 3rd, 1876, when
Okay.
chunks of meat fell from the sky in a 100 by 50 yard by 50 yard area near Olympia Spring. I have no idea where that is.
Olympia Springs, Kentucky. Okay. We just had
Yes.
the 150th anniversary of this happening then.
Yes.
Sorry. Okay, cool.
Nobody knows what the meat was, but it was like about 2 inches. It was about 2 inches by 4 inches, 2 inches by 2 inches, just fell from the sky.
Just pieces of meat that were about that size. A couple.
Yeah, and they just fell from the sky. Like just raining meat, snowing meat. It apparently smelled awful. And so basically what happened is a farmer's wife named Mrs. Crouch was making soap on her porch when it just started doing that. And she was like, "Oh my God, it's snowing meat."
It's raining meat. Hallelujah. It's
Hallelujah.
raining meat.
Scientific American, New York Times, a bunch of other places covered it.
That's weird.
It's so well documented that the meat sounded like slapping sounds when it hit the ground, like slapping.
How much meat fell from the sky?
Apparently a lot. They don't know what caused it. There are theories, but the meat was also never identified. So there's that. So I'm going to present you 2 or 3 of the theories, and some of them are like, "Oh, okay, that's kind of plausible," to, "Wow, that is not plausible at all."
Did it taste like chicken?
No one ate it.
No one ate it.
No one ate it. Yeah.
I think in modern
So-
America, I'm sorry to interrupt, but in modern America, if meat fell from the sky in Kentucky,
Mhm.
someone's going to eat some.
Oh yeah, someone's definitely gonna eat that. Yeah.
And then they're going to put it on Instagram.
Yeah, they're like, I'm eating the sky meat, and just fucking start projectile vomiting.
Sky meat.
And then they go, "Oh, we're gonna do the sky meat challenge." and then because America is America, people are gonna start calling it God meat, and it's
Yes, of
gonna go
course.
way off the rails. So
The sky meat challenge. I'm sorry.
yeah,
I want to hear the
Sky meat.
theories. I really do, but I just wanted to see. I wanted to see if anybody ate some, and it makes me sad that no one did. I mean, it makes me kind of glad that no one did because I
Well,
think if meat falls from the sky, you shouldn't eat it.
yeah.
But also,
Well, when I was doing research,
Yeah.
I couldn't find anything to say that they ate it.
Okay.
I'm sure some crazy guy did, but whatever. One of the theories is they think it's oh no, I just glossed right over it. 2 men actually did taste it, and they said it was either lamb or deer. I apologize.
It was either lamb or deer.
Yeah.
Are there lots of deer and lamb? Well, I got maybe deer in Kentucky, but lamb?
I mean, you can have lamb.
I don't know.
I apologize. My reading comprehension
People did
again is
taste
in
it.
question.
It's okay.
So apparently, one person says it's nostoc, which is a type of cyanobacteria.
What?
Yeah. So basically, it's it's a cyanobacteria, and it kind of like expands into a clear jelly when rain falls on it. So it kind of seems like it's falling with rain, but it makes no sense because it was sunny and clear that day. So that's
No rain was falling, so that's
no
that's
rain
right
was
out.
falling. That's right out.
It was only pork chops.
So one of the biggest theories was black or turkey vultures were flying overhead, which I just found this out. Do you know what a group of vultures is called?
Ooh, I bet it's a good name. I don't know what a group of vultures is
It's
called.
amazing. It's amazing.
What is it?
A kettle of vultures.
A cuttle of vultures.
Kettle, like
Oh, a
kettle.
kettle.
Yeah.
Like they're like witches. Like a
Yes. Well, that's
that'd
kind
be
of
a cauldron. That'd be a cauldron.
Yeah.
Yeah. A kettle of vultures. Okay, I like it.
They say the biggest prevailing theory is a kettle of vultures was flying overhead and just started puking, which is kind of backed up because of the size of how small it was.
Well, and also
How small the meat.
how much fell from the sky? Like and like how many vultures could possibly be simultaneously puking into one area? And was the sky just littered with vultures? This one
No.
seems seems implausible.
Yeah. I mean, but that's the most,
But I guess if mystery meat starts falling from the sky in large
Mhm.
amounts, what are you supposed to make of that? You got to come up with something.
Right. So,
Okay.
because apparently people in the area near, where is this place? Olympia Springs or whatever the hell it was, there's bacteria. There's vultures there, and they have been observed horking up meat.
Okay.
So, I guess that makes sense.
That's a theory.
That's a theory. So here's the other one that I personally enjoy.
Okay.
It is cosmic meat that came from animals from an exploding planet. This was written by a humor columnist.
Okay.
So,
I like that.
yeah. And then another one, this is my favorite.
Okay.
This is multiple parts and pieces and parts. So apparently what happened is there was a bloody knife fight with a gang. Okay?
A bloody knife fight with a gang.
Bloody knife fight with a gang. Many of them were killed and the others scampered off. And then a tornado kicked up and picked them up and ripped them all to shreds and then dumped them on Olympia Springs. That's my favorite one.
Oh. So they're just a bunch of dead guys in a field because they started having a murder fight.
Yep.
And then a random tornado comes, even though it was a clear day.
Yep.
And picked up all of their meat. And so those guys were cannibals, those guys that tasted it and said it was deer.
They picked it up and then they dropped it somewhere else. And yes, they would be cannibal.
That would be cannibalism.
I have never eaten human, nor do I want to eat human.
Not
but
particularly.
Apparently it tastes sweet. Apparently.
Okay.
I have nothing to back that up, nor do I want to try it.
I don't need to try. Oh, I actually listened to a podcast that was talking about why is cannibalism bad. And
prion disease.
Well, yeah, no, I know there's many diseases and that kind of thing, but they're just like if that wasn't a thing, like why else? And then they said like if you could get where like they could create, how like they have like impossible meat, where it tastes like beef, but it's made from whatever it's made from. I don't know. Like if they could do that with human meat, would you try it? Impossible human.
No.
It's not human meat. It was never alive.
No.
It's made to replicate what humans taste like.
Hard pass.
Hard pass. Okay. I don't know what I would say to that because it's not. There's nothing inherently. It's not human, but it's meant to simulate it. I don't know. I thought it was an interesting thought experiment more than anything.
Yeah, that's like that. That's like that breast milk ice cream that was supposed to taste like breast milk. Yeah, I'm not doing that shit.
No, I don't want to do that either. But that's strange. Anyway, I'm sorry.
So
I want to hear more theories. So let's proceed.
No, that's all the theories.
Oh, that's all the theories.
Yeah, let me just quickly.
I have a theory. I have a theory of my own, Brian. Extraterrestrials, Brian.
Okay.
But they have like the extraterrestrial version of the like Cousin Eddie's RV.
Mm-hmm.
And like it has a cloaking device, obviously, so that people on Earth can't see you.
Mm-hmm.
But they had to, as Cousin Eddie would so wonderfully say, they had to clean out the shitter. So they
the old Boeing bomb.
He just drops all of his into the storm drain in Christmas Vacation. Cousin Eddie does. But this is the alien version of that, where they were in the sky with their sky RV, their alien sky RV, and they just had to drop all of everything out of their shitter. So that's all that was, because they process food differently than humans do. So and they just dropped it onto Olympia Springs, Kentucky.
Yeah, well,
that's my theory.
Anyways, to round everything out, there was a sample that was gathered and was preserved and was picked up in 2004, and they tested it, but it was inconclusive because it was already like 125
120 years old. Yeah.
the Kentucky Meat Shower,
It's weird.
aka Sky Meat Challenge.
That's my favorite phrase from the week. We're gonna do the Sky Meat Challenge,
Oh,
guys.
you know some idiot would do that, and it's just
100%.
God.
100%. Yes. It would be it would there I mean everybody's got to try to go viral.
Yeah,
That is the new winning the lottery is going viral. I don't know
yeah.
what's in it for them, but yeah,
Who knows?
Sky Meat
Who
Challenge.
knows? Anyways,
That makes me laugh. It's time, Brian.
it is time.
There's a lot to work with here. I'm trying to compose something. Where do we
You're
go?
trying to come up with something.
I'm
Okay.
trying to come up with something, yeah, because there's some disparate weird things going on here.
Yeah. I mean, we had teeth. We had
We have teeth.
buying couches, the
we have
Kentucky Meat
flamingos.
Shower,
Yep.
flamingo, stealing a flamingo, and the selling of the Ace Ventura rhino.
Rhino. Yes. Hmm.
I have the concept of a pitch.
You have the concept of a pitch. I will let you go first then.
This movie, it's going to be one of those art house films, right?
Ooh, okay.
And it's going to have disturbing anthropomorphic animals.
That's a Brian staple.
Yep. Not quite eldritch horrors, but just terrifying, you know.
Okay.
Okay, just like really unsettling looking.
Like Uncanny Valley type.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
And it's going to have a rhino,
Okay.
a vulture,
Okay.
a flamingo,
Yep.
and some other critters, but primarily those.
Okay.
And a baboon. No, not a baboon. Some kind of large monkey, but not like a gorilla, but like some kind of gorilla. This will make sense later.
Okay.
So it starts off with our friend John Horn the rhino,
Good name.
and he is buying couches. And
Okay.
he's like, "Oh man, what do I do with my old couches?"
Mm-hmm.
And
Problem.
so
Relatable.
he's pulling apart the cushions, getting ready to move it out, and he pulls off one cushion, and out pops a flamingo. And he's like, "Where the
You
hell
see
did
that
this thing
coming?
come from?"
Yeah. Yeah.
And apparently, the flamingo has been living in his couch for decades. And first of all, John Horn is like, "Why didn't I know there's a giant pink flamingo living in my couch? Like, how would I not notice this?"
Seems like a thing you'd notice. Yes.
Yeah, and so he's like trying to get the flamingo out, and the flamingo's like, "Hey man, I get the hint. I know, I've been illegally living here in your house for decades." And he's like, "Yeah, get the hell out." And so his neighbor, his two neighbors, one of which is a vulture and the other one is some kind of monkey or
Mhm.
gorilla, is like, "Hey, who the hell is that?" And he's like, "Yeah, he's been living in my couch for who knows how long." And so they're like, "Huh, that's weird." And so they're trying to figure out, more about this flamingo, and it turns out this flamingo has a smaller beak inside of its regular beak, which is a little unusual. So like,
It's got
whatever.
extra beaks.
Yeah, and so like I guess, that doesn't really that's kind of interesting, but I guess we can do whatever. And and for whatever reason the flamingo is Spanish. But it doesn't speak Spanish, it just speaks English
Speaks in
and
a
has the
Spanish
fuego
accent.
on it.
Oh, I
With the
like it.
fuego on it. Yeah.
Okay.
And so they're trying to figure out more about this flamingo, and like there's like kind of unease, so it's kind of like ramping up like a thriller, like a not like a psychological thriller, but just like, like one of those old school like 70s thrillers where like things are weird and it's
Mhm.
uneasy and it's unsettling,
Okay.
and like weird things start happening in the neighborhood. So they find out. So apparently, one of the vulture is given bad meat and is like horking and just spewing meat chunks everywhere, and the rhino gives birth to a man. Just weird stuff happens, and it's just very
Sure.
unsettling, and it keeps getting
Sure.
more unsettling and more unsettling and more unsettling, and then finally, it turns out that this flamingo was an influencer and hadn't been living in the couch for decades. It had only been in the couch for a few hours and
Sure.
was
Sure.
trying to go viral, and
Gotcha.
ended up having to basically continue the bit and just get crazier and crazier and crazier until finally the flamingo with 2 beaks is hit by a bus,
And that's the end.
and that's the end.
That's what should happen to most influencers, probably. So that's fine.
Yeah,
Or
that wasn't as weird as it usually is, but like,
I don't know. It had a rhinoceros giving birth to a man, and it had a flamingo with 2 beaks.
well, what I was originally gonna have is one of the gorilla is I was thinking about having one of the gorillas like, okay, so one of the scenes is the gorilla like grabs the flamingo
Yeah,
underneath its arm and
sure.
is like, just like breaks a wing and is like, you're being a jerk and whatever. And then somewhere I was gonna try to work in explosive diarrhea, like the meat chunks thing, but I couldn't quite figure out how to do that because that's what the flamingo would do to like save itself.
Sure.
So
That's one of the most common flamingo defense mechanisms is just explosive diarrhea. So, yeah.
yes, yes. All right, what do
Okay.
you got?
Okay. We have a man in Kentucky.
Okay.
He goes out to buy some furniture because he needs a new couch. It's been a long time.
Okay.
Yeah, and then he realizes he can't really quite afford it. How much? He's like, I didn't realize the couch is going to cost this much. So I've got to make some money. So he
Yeah.
decides the best way to make money is not to work hard for it and save and invest and all of that kind of thing.
Mhm.
He's going to Vegas, Brian.
Okay, he's going to Vegas
Yeah, and he tells all of his friends, I'm going to go to Vegas
to buy me a couch.
so that I can buy a couch because the best way to make money is go to Vegas and
Right.
gamble your way to riches. His friends look at him a little strange. One of his friends has too many teeth.
Mhm.
That's not really important,
Just
but
too
it's
many
true.
teeth.
He just has too many teeth.
Okay.
Yeah, he's like, and it's like obvious. Like, it's not like the guy in the news story today where you can't really tell that he has too many teeth. You can tell
Yeah.
immediately that this guy has too many teeth. Like the teeth are just coming out everywhere, and it's
many
not
teeth.
commented upon in the movie, and no one even says anything.
It's just
But
a
it's just
thing. He
like,
just has a bunch
yeah,
of teeth.
we'll have some kind of prosthetic where it's just like disturbing amounts of teeth. And
Okay.
it's not gonna be commented upon. It's just gonna be part of the scene as he's talking about, "I don't know, Billy." Billy is the man's name, by the way. I'm not sure that's the
Okay,
best way
Billy.
to and the man with too many teeth is wise. In fact, maybe him having too many teeth makes him a little too wise. He's got too many wisdom
Mhm.
teeth, and it had an effect. So he knows things
Okay.
as a result, and it's strictly a matter of extra wisdom teeth. And he tells Billy, yeah, he tells Billy, "I foresee something." He's more of like a prophet maybe than a wise man. Maybe those 2
Okay.
things are linked. But he's like, "I think that on this trip you will face many dangers.
So
You will face."
he's the okay, so he fills the in the writer's journey, he's the wise old man. Okay.
Correct. Yes, he's the philosopher, professor, not professor. He's the guy with the
Okay.
long beard, except he doesn't have a long beard. He just has too many teeth.
Yeah,
And,
yeah, he just has
and
a lot of teeth.
he's giving
Okay.
a prophecy. Yeah, he's like, "You will foresee many dangers. You will have many things will come. But at your
Yes.
darkest, lowest moment, something pink will appear to you, and it will be important that you chase it." Billy's like,
Okay.
"Okay, whatever. Too many teeth, guy.
Okay.
That's ridiculous. I'm just gonna go. I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna play the casinos. Not even sure what game yet, but we're gonna win. And
Yeah, we're gonna
then
win.
I'm gonna be able to afford my couch." And then the man with too many teeth says, "If I am wrong,
Mhm.
then meat will not fall from the sky." And Billy's like,
Okay.
"What does that even mean?"
Yeah.
And the guy with too many teeth just walks away. Billy's like, "That's crazy." And then it immediately starts raiding meat,
Okay.
like a hideous amount of meat,
Okay.
undetermined meat. It could be human meat,
Indeterminable.
undetermined meat,
Okay. Dubious meat.
dubious meat. Yeah. And then, of course, people start doing the Sky Meat Challenge in the background. We'll just have a scene where somebody's picking up, "Oh, Sky Meat Challenge, we're going to cook it up right here." And yeah, everybody's trying to
Yeah.
go viral.
And then
Even
we gotta have someone saying, "This is God meat. It's meat from God."
the Lord has provided us meat, and we must eat it. Everyone needs to move to Olympia Springs, Kentucky.
And then we gotta say though, like if you eat it, you violently vomit.
Violent,
Just like
yes.
just-
The Lord
have you ever
wanted us
seen
to
Team
vomit.
America World Police?
Yes, yes. Just the
That
explosive
scene where he's
vomit.
like,
Yeah,
"Ah," yeah,
yes, yes.
it's that bad.
Okay. But the Lord wanted us to vomit. It's a matter of faith. Eating this meat will create explosive vomiting. But that's how the Lord demands that we live in obedience to faith to him
Eating the God meat.
while eating God meat. Billy's like, "I've got to get out of here. These people are going crazy. There's too many teeth guy
Yeah.
over here. There's the people doing the Sky Meat Challenge. There's people
Yeah.
doing god meat. I'm going to Vegas. So he flies to Vegas.
Yeah.
He's put in the back of his mind everything that Too Many Teeth guy has told him.
Yeah.
And he goes to the casino. And at first, things start going well. He quickly goes up like $3,000
Ooh.
playing blackjack. And he's like, but he's like Icarus. He flies too close to the sun. He keeps going at it.
Yeah.
And if anyone's ever gone, if you go up, if you don't stop, eventually
Mhm.
what goes up must come down.
True.
So he was up $3,000. He started with just $25 in a dream
Mhm.
because that's all he had in his bank account. But he's like, I'm gonna have
And
enough
now
of this.
he's got
$3,000 was enough. He could have gotten his furniture. He could have gone home, gotten his
Yeah.
furniture, happy ending. But they're
Yeah.
feeding him free drinks, and he's
and
having
he's
a
getting a
grand old
little
time.
tipsy. I can see where
He's
this is
getting
going. He's getting a
he's
little
getting
drunk.
he's getting a little tipsy. He's had
Yeah.
too many to drink. Now he's full of confidence because he's gone up so much, and he thinks that it's him and that he is the reason everything's going great, and that he cannot possibly lose. So he
Yeah.
starts making wild bets. He starts gambling recklessly, and he
Yeah.
starts losing. And it goes from good to bad pretty quickly, but not before he's had 17 or 18 free drinks at the casino.
Yeah.
It is now 4:30 a.m. He's broke. He just lost his last
Mhm.
hand. His money is gone. He doesn't even
Yeah.
have enough money to get back to Meatville, Kentucky, where the God Meat and the Sky Meat Challenge people
Olympia
are facing
Springs.
off. Olympia Springs. No,
Mhm.
they've changed the name to Meatville now because of the meat
Meatville?
storms. Yeah.
Oh, the meat. Okay, that's fair.
Yeah. I mean, if meat starts falling from the sky, you have to change the name of your town.
Yeah.
That's just common sense, honestly. So, and he's now at his darkest moment, and he remembers what Too Many Teeth guy said. At your
Too Many
lowest
Teeth guy.
moment, you need to look for something pink. And he looks across the casino, and he sees the wildlife area where the flamingos are.
Bum bum bum.
He's like, you know what? I'm drunk, and I know I'm drunk, but this still makes sense. I have to chase the flamingos because they're pink, and
Mhm.
I'm at my lowest moment. It was foretold in the prophecy. He walks into the wildlife. He notices the sign that says "Do not enter wildlife area," but he doesn't care because he's like,
Mhm.
this is bigger than this sign. This is bigger than the casino rules. This is bigger than one
Mhm.
single flamingo. This is what was meant to be. So he
It
starts
was meant to
chasing the
be.
flamingos. He's having a hard time getting the flamingos because he's drunk. Again, that's important to note.
Right. He's drunk, yes.
He's drunk. It's hard to catch a flamingo when you're drunk. It's probably hard to catch a
Mhm.
flamingo when you're sober, but I don't imagine it gets easier
Yeah.
the higher your blood alcohol content level.
Mhm.
So, but he does finally manage to catch one of the more sickly young ones, and he grabs it.
The sickly young ones, okay?
Yeah, and he takes it up to his room and he starts talking to it. He's like, I was told that you would, at my lowest point, make everything better. And the flamingo starts talking to him, and he's like, man, I'm just a flamingo. And it's weird because flamingos don't usually talk.
Yeah, I was gonna say flamingos don't usually talk.
Yeah, but when you've had this much alcohol, the flamingos will start to talk to you, Brian.
Yeah.
And he's like, I have a telephone number for you. Call this number, and everything will be okay. And
Yes.
he's like, all right. So he writes down the number in his drunken stupor, and then he passes out. And then the police come, and they arrest him for cruelty to animals because he's been chasing flamingos and beating the flamingos up and
Yeah.
just causing general mayhem everywhere.
Just causing mayhem, yeah.
Yeah. So they take him in. They take him for him to sleep it off. The flamingo's okay. He's taken back to the wildlife area. The
Mhm.
flamingo's fine. He wakes up in jail,
Mhm.
and he's a little hungover, and so he pulls out a slip of paper from his pocket, and it has a phone number on it, and he knows that
Oh.
he's allowed one phone call.
Oh.
And so rather than calling back home to his sweetheart in Meatville, Kentucky,
Mhm.
he's like, I'm going to take a chance on this. So he calls the number, and he's greeted by, welcome to the Washington Department of Licensing. And he's like, para español el prima el dos. And so he's like, maybe the Spanish guy will know more than me. So he presses 2, and he's still able to understand, and he thinks like this is some kind of miracle because he doesn't speak Spanish. Yet he's able
Yeah.
to understand this guy. Now he has a thick accent, the guy on the phone, but he's still able to understand. So he's like, this is a miracle. I've learned how to speak Spanish from the flamingo. So he starts talking to the AI, and he's like, what do I do
Oh
with my life?
god.
How do I get through things? And so in a very thickly accented English, the AI starts telling him about his life and how he can get enough money for furniture. Because these are the questions he's asking. The AI is just like, you know what, I'll do whatever. That's fine. I'm an AI. So he's like a
Yeah.
chatbot kind of thing. And he gives him a
Yeah.
plan. He gives
Okay.
Billy a plan. And his plan basically is to go home, get a job, start
Mhm.
investing, start saving regularly, and then you can earn enough money to buy your couch. So The Vegas police release him, saying like, "Hey, don't do that again. That's bad." So he goes back home and he
Yeah.
starts following, thinking that it was a miracle of a phone number given to him by a flamingo. That, and he starts working the plan, which he believes to be a plan given to him by a prophecy given, from a Too Many Teeth guy.
By Too Many
So,
Teeth guy and a
Too Many Teeth
flamingo
guy
prophet.
and a flamingo, and his ability to suddenly speak Spanish. I mean, plot twist: he can't speak Spanish. He just called the Washington Department of Licensing, but
Yeah.
he doesn't know that. So he believes it to be miraculous, and he just starts living his life. He gets a good job. He starts investing, and after a few months, he's saved enough to go buy his furniture. So he go the final scene is he walks into the store and says,
Mhm.
"This is a miracle brought to me by flamingos, guys with too many teeth. My ability to suddenly speak Spanish. I would like to purchase this couch."
And please tell me he becomes an influencer.
I mean, he's probably doing the Sky Meat Challenge right now, Brian. Yes. So, and then the credits roll because he's turned his life around, but he doesn't really realize that he did. He doesn't realize that all he's done
Yeah.
is become a productive member of society. He thinks it's all part of a miraculous plan. That's my movie.
Okay.
It worked.
It did work.
Somehow
It's just
it worked.
weird. This guy just becomes a better person after
He just becomes a
series
better
of weird
person
events.
as a series of weird events. Correct. Yes.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
yeah.
Well,
And
you know what can make your life a little bit better?
a little bit better, especially if you have a lot of waxy buildup, Brian.
Yes. No.
Oh,
No.
no, not
No.
if you have that.
No. No. And you would know this if you
Yes.
we're talking about Q-tips, of course.
Of course. Well, I mean, who's not talking about Q-tips these days?
Yeah. But like, how would you know, Craig? There's something, and it's right there as you're about to grab a Q-tip.
Well, a guy with too many teeth told me that when I'm at my lowest, what I should do is
Okay.
grab a Q-tip box and flip it to the other side.
Whoa. Are you talking about the back of it?
Yeah, the back side of the Q-tip box.
Ooh.
And he said, and I quote, "You should always read the back of the Q-tip box." I'm going to go with
You
that
should.
theory because he had
Yes.
too many teeth. And as we all know, people with too many teeth have wisdom beyond their ears. So
It's true.
Untitled with Brian and Craig is produced and edited by me, Brian Dunnigan. It is also hosted by me, Brian Dunnigan, as well as Craig Dodge. Opening and ending themes are created by AI, so nobody has license to those.